Alright, so I got this thing all hooked up to my DeWalt. And we can go see how well it works. So what I'd like to do is, before I mill my wood, take the bark off of where the blade's going to hit to try and save my blades quite a bit. But we'll see how this Log Wizard gizmo works. Well, I think the thing works pretty fantastic. I did find doing lengthwise kind of a pain to guide the saw, at least the DeWalt anyways. And a problem I have with my DeWalt, this piece that holds it on is only allowed to go so tight so it doesn't get fucked up, but it loosens itself, which is what happened while my chain fell off. I found doing this up and down was working fantastic, but I killed a 60-volt battery in that span. So I might switch to my Husky or something. I mean, I got 360 volts, so. But anyways, that's my plan, is my blade height. Wherever I'm going to cut both sides, I'd like there to be no bark. That way, a few things. One, there won't be any dirt stuck in the bark to kill my blade. Secondly, a lot of these pine trees, I had an obstacle course here. I nailed and screwed stuff to these trees a lot. I don't know what trees are what. This way here, if I hit a nail, hit a screw head or something with this Log Wizard, that's not that huge a deal as totally destroying my fucking belts. The belts for this bandsaw are between like $45 to $60 a piece. You can only sharpen them once or so. They're just so very thin, but I think it's going to work out pretty well. And So I think this is gonna work out really well. That's a old blade on there. That's why it was a little rough, but I'm gonna change it out to a brand new blade. My cut seems pretty good for that old blade. Felt like it was pulling in, getting kind of wavy. But certainly gonna make a difference by getting all this bark off. All right, a couple things to know about this Log Wizard thing. Very simple. I'm just realized it comes in this case. I did not remember that it comes with this separate sprocket piece for your chain. So what I did was, like any A personality person, I got it. I drilled my bar. You're gonna have to drill 2 holes to place this onto your bar. And then I didn't think I was gonna be able to use this because I didn't have a 3/8 chain that was 18 inches. So you have to use a chain 2 inches bigger than your bar. It's a 16-inch bar. I didn't have a 3/8 18-inch. I had a 3/8 16-inch. I have a 3/8 a 0.325 chain, junky chain. But this is not made for a 0.325. In my memory, it's not great, or I didn't pay attention enough, which is probably more the case. But this is a 325. I could have thrown this on here and been operational a while ago, and I needed to buy a new chain. But anyways, bought a new chain, threw it on there, and like you saw, it works great. What you'll have to do is drill 2 holes. Gives you instructions. There's an instructional video and everything that shows you how to do it. But anyways, a chain 2 inches longer than your bar, or whatever bar you want to use. Throw it on there, and then this rotates, and you have 2 blades. There's one here and one here. 2 blades to remove all that bark. And I would rather sharpen these every time I hit some foreign object or something like that, rather than replace the blade on my mill. So works out pretty good. Again, Log Wizard comes with this instructional manual. Tells you how to do all the stuff. I believe there was a video that showed me exactly where to drill the holes and stuff. But apparently you can do 3/8 or 0.325. Comes with the setup for doing both. There you have it. You saw how it works. It is as simple as that, and it does work as well as that. It's worth it if you want to get the bark off for whatever means you have for the wood. The bark wreaks havoc on blades, chainsaw blades and everything, or you just want it to dry faster. Whatever you want to do to remove the bark, the Log Wizard works pretty well.